If you're still using CapCut to edit talking head videos and long-form podcasts, you're doing it wrong. CapCut is great for editing short social media videos and TikToks, but for professional podcasts and long-form video, it is a nightmare waiting to happen. Editing a podcast shouldn't feel like solving a jigsaw puzzle. If it does, you're using the wrong tool for the job. In this video, I'm putting CapCut and Podcastle head to head to see which one actually makes editing painless. So whether you're a beginner trying to launch your first podcast or a content creator tired of spending hours fine-tuning every frame, this video could save you hundreds of hours and endless headaches. I'll compare the video and audio editing capabilities, AI tools to speed up your workflow, recording features, as well as publishing and exporting options. Let's get into it. When it comes to video editing, CapCut is pretty strong here, and it's quickly becoming somewhat of a standard for some creators. You can trim clips, split them up, layer text, add filters, transitions, effects, and subtitles. However, it is built more for short-form content like Reels, Shorts, and of course, TikTok. So if you're doing long-form YouTube videos or podcast episodes, it can feel a bit cramped, and a lot of the editing can feel very time-consuming. Eventually, you're gonna end up spending more time manually adjusting layouts and organizing audio tracks than actually focusing on the content. If you're making long-form interviews or remote podcasts, you'll love Podcast's auto layout feature that auto-formats multi-speaker videos, so you don't have to fuss with framing. Podcastle streamlines video editing with powerful AI-enhanced features designed for creators and podcasters. Whether you're recording talking head videos or podcast interviews with guests, you can instantly remove background noise, auto-balance audio levels, and enhance video quality with cinematic blur, all with just a few clicks. There's also AI eye contact, which adjusts your gaze to the camera for natural delivery, even when reading scripts or a teleprompter, which Podcastle has built into the studio, but more on that later. Podcastle's auto layout feature keeps you perfectly centered and polished. And if you're doing a remote interview with multiple guests, the platform automatically arranges everyone into clean, branded side-by-side layouts. Plus, dynamic speaker switching makes sure the camera focuses on the speaker, so you won't have to manually position and resize your speakers like you'd have to do in CapCut. Just like CapCut, Podcastle also offers a huge library of royalty-free stock visuals, including video, images, GIFs, effects, and transitions that you can easily add into your projects. Simply search or browse the library within the editor and drag your chosen visuals directly onto the timeline. Now, when it comes to audio, many creators either fully ignore it or just don't know how to properly use audio mixing tools. So here's where Podcastle really pulls ahead, because there are some AI audio tools that help make your videos sound amazing with very little effort. But first, let's see what CapCut has to offer here. CapCut gives you both basic and advanced audio controls, including volume, fade in and out, audio splitting and trimming, audio looping, extensive royalty-free music library for background music, voice effects, filters, and a ton more. CapCut also offers advanced audio cleanup features, including a built-in noise reduction tool to eliminate background noise and voice echoes with a single click. Podcastle does have a very similar feature. There's a built-in AI feature called Magic Dust, which is like having a personal audio engineer clean up and master your recording for you. One click and it removes noise, balances your voice, and boosts clarity. Now, when it comes to actually editing audio, this is also where Podcastle shines. You get automatic transcriptions as soon as your recording is uploaded. So if you want to remove a filler word like or like, simply delete it from the transcript and it will also disappear from the audio. Another great feature in Podcastle is its AI-powered editing tool, which automatically removes all unwanted sounds from your recording. No need to dig through waveforms like you'd have to in CapCut. Podcastle also features voice cloning, which creates a digital version of your voice so you can add or modify lines directly in the transcript, and AI delivers them naturally like you never messed up a line in the first place. Now let's talk about how you actually record your content with these tools. CapCut doesn't offer any recording tools, meaning you're gonna need to film with your phone camera or external software and then import everything manually. It works, but there is more setup involved. Podcastle, on the other hand, is actually made for recording. Just enter your Podcastle studio in your browser or on your phone, hit record, and start speaking. As I mentioned earlier, Podcastle has a built-in teleprompter where you can read a script for your intros or even a full talking head video if you want. And even if you're not a pro at reading from the teleprompter, you can use the AI eye contact feature to make sure that your eyes look natural. In the Podcastle studio, you can record solo, or you can invite up to 10 guests for a remote interview. Each person's video and audio are recorded separately and locally in high resolution up to 4K, which means every participant's audio and video gets their own track in the editor when you're finished recording. And if you missed something during the initial recording, you can also record directly into the editing timeline, even in multi-track with multiple microphones. So if you're doing solo content, interviews, or podcasts with co-hosts, Podcastle makes the entire workflow from recording to publishing so much easier. Speaking of publishing, let's see how CapCut and Podcastle compare when it comes to publishing and exporting your content. CapCut makes publishing super easy, especially for social media. You can export files in HD and even one-click share to TikTok if you're on mobile. It's very social first, meaning it's ideal if your content is optimized for platforms like Reels, Shorts, and TikToks. Podcastle is more tailored to podcasters and longer video formats. You can publish high-quality audio in MP3 or WAV and export in up to 4K. Even better, Podcastle lets you host and publish your podcast directly to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other streaming platforms right from inside the dashboard. You don't need a separate host since it's all built in. Now, I do want to quickly mention cloud storage and collaboration, because if you're working with a team or even just want to switch devices easily, this part is important. CapCut mostly stores your projects locally, unless you use their web version, which offers some cloud storage and lets you access projects across devices. However, collaboration features are pretty limited compared to Podcastle. Podcastle stores everything in the cloud automatically. You can log in from anywhere and find all of your recordings and edits. You can also share your projects with your team, assign roles, and collaborate in real time. This makes it ideal if you're outsourcing editing, working with a virtual assistant, or co-producing a podcast. Which one's right for you? If you're just starting out, working on a budget, or making short social videos, CapCut gives you a lot for free, and it's more than enough to get going. But if you're aiming for a professional-grade podcast, remote interviews, or talking head video with crisp audio, multi-speaker layouts, and time-saving AI tools, and you don't mind investing a little for the polished outcome, Podcastle gives you that professional studio feel without the professional studio price tag. The online recording studio, AI tools, auto layout, and free podcast hosting make it perfect for talking head videos, remote interviews, and podcasts. If you're curious to see how Podcastle actually works, we've got a full step-by-step demo video for getting started linked right here. And if this video gave you some clarity, hit that like button and drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bridget O'Rourke, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!